Hey, what's going on, you guys? And welcome to 2016. 2015 was a very, very great year, and I'm very much looking forward to 2016. We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Welcome to Gunpla News episode 14 now for January 2016, the first episode for 2016. As usual, we're going to have 5 parts for Gunpla News. The first part is going to cover just some news related to Gundam and Gunpla stuff. Second part is some new kit and figure announcements, very few of those this month. Third part is going to be some updates. There's kind of a lot of those, but I'm going to kind of narrow it down a little bit this time, so we'll talk about that again more later. The fourth part is going to be covering third-party and resin stuff. Again, for that one, there's really only a couple things this month, not a whole lot. And then the last part is some featured kits, and actually not even a whole lot of those either. So this month's episode of Gunpla News will probably be a little bit shorter than usual, which is probably good for you guys because I know it can often run a little bit long. So let's get into it. The first part here is the news. Now, as I said, I want to talk to you guys about what my plans are for next year, and basically just sort of talk about 2015, about that. But that's going to be a whole different thing. I don't want to do that now here in this video. I'm going to do a live stream probably just after this Gunpla News is done. Then I'm going to do a live stream where I'm going to first just answer you guys' questions. I posted on my Facebook page for you guys to post your questions there. If you have any other questions, you can post them here. I'm going to answer those in the live stream, but also in the live stream after this, I want to talk about that, 2015, and what to expect in 2016. So I'll do all that in a separate video. For now, I just want to talk about this other Gundam-related stuff and just a little bit about me here in a minute. First thing, the GBWC Gunpla Builders World Cup 2015 winners have been announced not too long ago. The open course, which is like the big prize, right? We have the open course and the junior course. The open course winner was Another Late Night, is the title of the kit, and I know he goes by a different name, and a lot of these names I know I'm going to butcher because they're difficult names for me, so I'm sorry about that. And he's from Thailand, Vikayuth Ong. It's probably wrong, and like I said, I think, and anyway, he goes by Facebook. His Facebook page is The Paint Pusher. You can check out his Facebook page as well. I'll put links to that below, because actually one of his kits is one of the featured kits this month. Not this one, but a different one. He is from Thailand. He won first place here. Really amazing kits. I didn't expect it to win just because it's very like experimental. And usually in the Gunpla Builders World Cup, they like something that's really nicely done and like customized a lot and a lot of details and extra stuff added and very complicated, or just like really nice, like simple done. Like a couple of years ago, we had the new Gundam was the winner, and it was just like really just super nicely done. But they don't often choose like really something so experimental as this. So I didn't expect it to win. But I'm really glad that it did, because now it kind of says, it's like an announcement to the world, like, hey, you can also win by doing this really cool, different experimental kind of stuff. So try to, branch out a little bit and get really creative. Like he's done here with this one. It's really awesome. We've seen maybe before, every now and then you see like a kit painted like wood grain, but it's just really awesome diorama he's created here. All the scene just even around the main piece. There's a lot of stuff around there, and just the piece itself is really cool. When you look at it, it's much more kit bashed than I think you can realize at first glance. At first glance, it just kind of looks like, okay, here's an Epion and a wing Verka, but there's actually a lot of other different stuff in there. So really cool, really amazing build there. The second place was this Nightingale long distance support type by Siu Wai. Again, probably pronouncing that name, sorry about that. He's from Hong Kong. This one, when we talked about this in the Gunpla talk last month, I said it's not really my favorite. It's really amazingly well done. There's no question about that. I'm not really a big fan of the Stein underneath it, but again, just my personal taste. I do like the idea of it. I think it's a really cool idea having how like the Nightingale is basically like the long distance escort for the Stein. Really cool. And then the third place is The Angel by Ho Yik Yin from Malaysia. This one, again, also really interestingly very experimental as well, so that's the really cool thing about it. Again, not really to my particular taste, but I know there's probably a lot of people out there who are really into this. It's not particularly my style, what I really like, but I can see it was definitely really well made. Then for the junior course, the first place was the Build Fighters Season 3 kind of diorama here by Cornelius Caesar Widjaja. With a name like Cornelius Caesar, I wonder if his parents were fans of Planet of the Apes, or those are just common names in Indonesia. I don't know, but for me it reminds me of Planet of the Apes. But anyway, no offense to him. And I don't know, maybe he gets that a lot, but yeah, and just cool diorama build here. That's really neat. Second place is The Last Shooting by Mei Hata from Japan. This of the top 3 for the open course and the junior course. This is the only winner from Japan here. Not the most creative, but well done, surely. So that's really cool. And the third place was this this bear guy team. Now I couldn't find the name or country of this. To be fair, I didn't look really deeply. I was just trying to get all this stuff together to get this video out as soon as I can. So I'll try to add an annotation here with her information. But this was also done by a girl as well, a young girl. So just a really cool diorama build there of the 3 bear guys. Alright, so speaking of Gunpla Talk, that's the next thing I want to talk about is the next episode of Gunpla Talk will be on January 16th. Saturday, January 16th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that's like New York time. For me here in Korea, it's like 8 a.m. Sunday morning, so just check what time that will be for you if you want to watch it live. If you can't watch it live, you can see it here on my channel after it's done. It will be here on my channel. This month, we are going to have Joshua Dara on as our guest. He was the winner of the Australian branch of the GBWC for this year. He won in Australia with his Shinanju. Really awesome build. He's a really amazing artist, Gunpla, and just drawing illustration as well. So it'll be really cool to talk to him about that and talk to him about GBWC. And as I said before, I'm working with Josh to make a t-shirt design using his artwork to sell on my shop. So we're still working out that design. It should be up soon. Hopefully by that time, by the 16th, we'll be able to show you guys that shirt. And then if you want, you can order that through my Store Envy store. The link to my Store Envy store is always in the information for the videos. You can check that out there. A lot of really cool stuff. So the next thing is Gundam Thunderbolt Episode 1 is out, and what do you guys think of it? I haven't been able to watch it yet. I've been super busy. I've watched about the first 5 minutes of it. Really, really cool. Like I said before, I'm loving the jazz music. I'm loving the really darker tone to it. I know it's, from what I've seen, just images of it and people talking about it, it's very bloody and much more adult themed than most other Gundam series. So that's really, really cool. What did you guys think about it? Hopefully by the time this video goes up, I'll probably watch it. I'm going to plan on watching it later tonight so that I can check that out. Then episode 2 will be out in February, so luckily we don't have to wait too long for episode 2 to come out. That will be out in February, and again, looks really cool just from the little bit of preview that we can see. Obviously there's going to be a lot more action involving the Full Armor Gundam in there. I'm guessing that the Full Armor Gundam is going to be the master raid that we're going to be getting from the series, possibly the Psycho Zaku as well. We can see the Psycho Zaku is going to be coming in episode 2 also. I'm thinking for the master grades from that series, it's going to be at least the Full Armor Gundam, possibly the Psycho Zaku as well. It would be cool to get both of those. I think that would be really awesome. We'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, the last point of news is that a new Gundam Build Fighters manga has been announced. It's called Gundam Build Fighters Amazing Ready. So this is just a spin-off basically to the previously released Build Fighters manga, Gundam Build Fighters Amazing. Now it's Amazing Ready. It's going to be featuring, focused on the characters Tatsuya Yuki again, as well as Kiyoshi Konoyo. I'm not sure, the name doesn't sound familiar. I don't think that person was in the animated series. I could be wrong, I just don't remember, but the name doesn't sound familiar. Anyway, that is going to be starting in the March issue of Gundam Ace magazine. So those usually run like, what, 1 or 2 months in advance. So that should be out end of January, I believe. Yeah, so the end of this month will be when that is going to be starting. So if you guys are into Build Fighters manga, you can check that out. Anyway, that's it for the news for this month. Not really a whole lot, but it was cool to see the Gunpla Builders World Cup wrap up. Like I said, I mentioned this on Facebook that I think I'm going to enter something in the GBWC next year. I have an idea of something that I want to do, and of course I'll be entering it here in Korea, where it's very tough competition. There's a lot of really amazing builders here in Korea. I, of course, have no intentions or hope like that I can win. I'm just going to build what I want to build and enter it just for fun, So that's pretty much it for the news, guys. I'll see you up next in part 2 for the announcements for this month. Bye-bye.